Hi, this is Bongi Mvuyana, and you're watching Your Access Entertainment. This is Bongi Mvuyana, and this is Youngblood Africa in Bree Street, Cape Town. It is for the second show of my Power Live tour. Now, Power is my second studio album. It's an alternative soul album, it's a combination of jazz, folk, soul music, and I've written stories on the album about love, about the progression of life, about the transformative journey that I've been on in the past few years. And I've worked with quite a lot of musicians who are just absolutely incredible. I really have been blessed to work with such amazing people such as 37 MPH, who was the producer. I composed with Michele Covito. He resides in Italy, but he used to live here in Cape Town as well. Motusi Tusi, who is a composer, quite a big contributor in my first album called Dopamine, who did a song with me called Ekoli, which also features Zwaibala. And I've also been blessed to work with an incredible band on the album. People like Ray Green on guitar, Ire Bolaji and Arawalo on drums. He goes by the name Ire on beat. And we also worked with Carlo Yusta on bass. And then also we included other collaborators on horns, Neil Engels, Sonke Konti, and Bass Roberts. So really, some incredible musicians attached this album, and it's available on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you get your music, it is right there. So when it comes to the Power Life Tour, I'm bringing the story of my music career to life and ultimately showcasing power. So there are some songs from my first album, some songs from my house music that I've released internationally, but the focal point of this particular tour is the Power album. Yeah, so I wasn't only doing one iteration, so it did take about 10 years to do this album. I did about 5 iterations of this album. My sound kept on changing, I think after my first album, I was looking for what is the progression of my sound like. So I got quite experimental. At some point, I wanted to blend the house music with the alternative soul. I pulled back the house music and I felt like I needed to perhaps lean a little bit more into a jazzy sound, something a little bit more mature. So also, I think, pay an homage to the progression of my own life and my own maturing. So that's why I actually leaned more into jazz in the second one, because as I was growing older, I was also loving more and more jazz music. It's not an old man's music, but I think that with age, jazz starts to make more and more sense. In regards to the house music, so actually the first song I released was actually a house song, and I've predominantly released with international DJs. It's not even because I don't want to release with South African house producers, but it's the house producers from overseas that tend to contact me the most. So I've done great collaborations with Ralph Bam, I've done a collaboration with Bodhisattva, done a collaboration with Alex, who then got the song remixed by Jazz. So there've been amazing collaborations in South Africa with Da Capo, Carienda Soul. I have worked with quite a few musicians. I've really been blessed with that. House music for me is where I play. I've always loved house music since 1993 when I was a little kid, and I heard We Had a Thing, and those beautiful vocals that Monique Bingham, who really does inspire me quite a lot. That's where I started to love house music. Oh, AKA was more than a video vixen. He was a label mate. So we were on the same record label when I was releasing my first album. And he was so supportive of my musical journey and my first album, you know. It is so unfortunate and so sad that he's no longer with us. But I'll always have fond memories of AKA because he really was so supportive. And he was so supportive to a point where he was okay with playing my love interest in my first music video of I Wonder, which was absolutely amazing of him, especially because he had to jump into a swimming pool fully clothed, which he really did like a real sport. Oh, my favorite song that I created in studio, this is a very difficult one. It's like choosing a favorite child, but I actually think it's easier to choose a favorite child than to choose a favorite song. But I'd say I love Dopamine, which is the title track of my first album. And then I think in my second album, my favorite song, you know, my favorite studio recorded song was Egoli. There's just so much richness in that song. Amazing composition, amazing production, amazing contributions vocally from Zwaibala as well. So it's amazing. I really love that song. And then to perform, my favorite song to perform is actually Egoli as well. It's so energetic. There's a lot of energy. And then maybe Ngizoglinda as a close second. I love performing that song. I was inspired by a story, not about a who. So it's a life experience more than a who. It's about waiting for love and waiting until it's full grown before you actually allow yourselves to experience it. I've been through that before, and I think that I had also watched other people around me go through that, and I wanted to create a song that actually captured that for people so that they could have fun with it, dance with their partner with it, maybe, you know, walk down the aisle to it. That really is a lover's song. Well, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you really enjoy my album. Both of my albums, Dopamine and Power, are available on all streaming platforms. And if you want to watch some performances, go to my YouTube page and follow me on Instagram on Bongi Mvuyana. Toodles.